You're in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Hey, who's there?
What's that? Well now, look what's come crawling out from under some
What's
rock.
going on there?
What's that? A light?
What's that?
Dear God.
Who's there?
Who's there?
What's going on there?
The answer to my prayers. Just when I wanted to vent my rage on someone! What's the matter?
Who's there?
Good morning.
Leave me alone.
What's a woman doing here with all these men?
Why shouldn't I be? I'm as scared to stick my nose outside as any man.
You could all take refuge in Sasau or Ratoi.
And what if something happens to us along the way? What if we run into a pack of cutthroats? What then?
But that could...
Besides, the rest of them will have to come back here eventually. The mines can't stand idle forever. We'll make do here until then.
There's nothing here for you.
Where's your husband?
What do you want of him?
I want to ask him what's going on here.
Well, then you'd best start praying. He got killed when they stormed Scarlet's.
Oh, I'm very sorry.
So am I. He was a good man. So you'll have to make do with asking me.
Go and bother someone else.
What's been happening here?
Apart from us losing everything, living in fear of sticking our noses outside and waiting for folk to come back again.
Yes?
Nothing.
I'm in no mood for a chat.
So why didn't you say that straight away?
Why should I? You bluff your way in here and start asking questions like you own the place, and it never crosses your mind you might not be welcome.
But I'm only...
Only what?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that.
Well, perhaps you didn't. But nothing ever happens here. If anyone hears anything, we run and hide like rabbits. And otherwise, we just sit on our asses.
What are you doing here?
Why are you so interested?
Sir Radzig sent me here to look around.
Radzig, eh? Well, what do you know? And you're going to take a look at the mine? Or are you looking for people?
Well, Master Fayfar asked me to look the place over.
Master, my ass. A dolt, that's what he is. They leave the folk here, and no one so much as comes to check on them. But when it comes to silver, they send their men at once.
Well, he probably assumed everyone was killed, or they'd fled.
Lovely thought, that is. A few of them did die, mind, waiting for someone to turn up.
You can't blame anyone for that.
Of course we can. There's always someone to blame. May the Lord watch over you.
My respects to you.
What are you doing here?
Not so fast, lad. I'm in charge round here, so I'll do the asking. And the question is, what are you doing here? Come to steal the silver, have you?
I've come on the warrant of Sir Radzig and Master Fayfar to look around. So tell me why you're loitering here and not with your master.
Why would I be with him? He ran off and left us here for the cutthroats and starvation. We're just lucky we managed to hide and find some supplies.
But his actions saved a lot of people. How would it have turned out if he'd stayed and the people with him?
Many would have died because of it. Some by the sword, some starved to death. But the main thing is the master's got away safe.
I don't want to argue with you. I'm here to look around, so just tell me what you know.
Only one of the northern tunnels is open. I've got one of my men standing guard by it. Tell him Nemway sent you and he'll let you in. Good luck to you.
Don't push me!
Crazy fool. You're out to kill us all.
Don't push me!
Your obsession has warped your mind.
Don't push me! No! Hey! Do you hear me? Can you hear me? Are you alive? Come on, say something!
Hey! Hey, you there! What have you done?
Me? It wasn't me. It must have been one of your lot pushed him down the shaft.
If you hadn't come sniffing around, none of this would have happened.
What's my being here got to do with it? What the fuck's been going on? Whatever it is, now you've got a murder to answer for.
Only if someone finds out.
I'm here by order of Sir Radzig and Master Fayfar. Stealing the king's silver will get you burned at the stake.
Nobody's been stealing any silver here.
We'll see about that soon enough. But if I were you, I'd make a run for it before I get out of here. I don't intend to go chasing across the province after anyone.
Ha! You should be more worried we're not coming looking for you. So why don't you just stand there a while? What's the matter? Come on!
Christ!
Ah! Ah! Ah!
Good afternoon.
No one stayed behind here but you. Why didn't you run while you could?
I hardly know myself. Maybe I just wanted to let you know we weren't all villains here.
And why were you here in the first place? Why did you want to kill me?
We were holed up here. And also, we were helping Nemai mine the silver.
But that's a capital crime. And besides, it's a hell of a job. A dozen of you could hardly manage it.
Just before the raid, we hit on a vein of pure silver. That's much easier to deal with. So when the killers came through here, some folk left, and those who stayed were the ones who knew about it.
You too?
They talked me into it, because I helped my man with the smelter. I can do it as well as he could.
Did you see what happened here? Who pushed Nemoi down the shaft?
There's no point lying about it, I suppose. I was the one who pushed him. But I didn't mean to push him all the way down. It was just that he kept shouting how if we killed you, we'd get our peace and calm back, and we'd be able to mine some more.
But what?
No one wanted to. They all wanted to leave. That's why we moved up here. People don't get on with one another for too long down there.
I can well imagine.
I don't think Nemai ever cared much for people. Not even about the silver. It was as if all he truly cared about was doing as much harm as he could.
You probably did the right thing. So what am I to do with you now?
Do you mean to make me regret I didn't flee?
I don't know. You didn't steal any silver, or did you?
None. It all ended up in one keg, because Nemoi knew some man that would buy it.
And what did he do with it? You can't hide a keg of silver under your cloak.
How should I know? But they say Nemai had known the fellow a while. He'd most likely been stealing for some time.
And where's the keg now?
I don't know. It was buried in some heap around here, but maybe it got passed on by now. They never let me in on that side of things.
I need to bring someone who can bear witness to what happened here. I'll take you to Ratai.
You can tell them yourself. You can't really want to drag me off to a town where I might end up burned at the stake. I can see I should have run.
Very well. I'll tell them. Run while you can.
I'll go now. And you watch yourself. Mind you don't turn into a complete dolt. May the Lord watch over you.
The Lord be praised. What brings you to me?
I'm here about the mine.
Excellent. So what did you find out?
It's been plundered and wrecked, but everything can be fixed. It'll be quite a job, but at least it won't have to be rebuilt from scratch.
That's a weight off my mind. And did you see anyone there? Thieves or suspicious types?
Nemoi and his gang were stealing silver there.
The vermin. I thought as much. Did you bring him here?
I tried to, but he was having none of it. He didn't want to burn, so he tried to kill me.
Well, I'm glad he didn't succeed. But now I won't be able to find out anything. Oh, well. Can't be helped, I suppose.
About my reward for the investigation.
Yes, of course. Actually, I don't believe any reward was mentioned. On the other hand, you surveyed everything as I asked, and that deserves a groschen or two.
And the silver is still there somewhere.
Well, that is good. It'll take us a while to find it, but you deserve something for that as well.
And they tried to murder me.
Yes, of course. It's a sad world we live in. I'm sure you deserve a little extra coin for it.
It's been a pleasure.
Good. There you go, then.
That hardly seems worth what I've been through.
You're right. Here's a little more to be going on with. Goodbye.